Hello everyone, how's it going? I hope you all are doing amazing. If you're new here, hello, welcome to my channel. I'm the Intuitive Rose, nice to meet you. If you're not new here, hello and welcome back. I'm so happy you joined me again today. So today, y'all, we're going to do another pick a card reading on this topic. So feel free to choose between pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. All right. And if you feel drawn to, feel free to choose more than one. That's again only if you feel drawn to. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Let's begin. All right. So if you chose pile 1, this is your reading, pile 1. So let's see what is secretly being admired about you. All right, do keep in mind that this reading will have 2 parts to it. The first part is the part that you're listening to now, and then the second part will be available on Patreon or YouTube membership. Okay, I'm thinking of Kesha, that song, Your Love Is My Drug. Very interesting. Some of you guys, you're being admired for this is going to sound so weird, but you're being admired for being a filter in someone's life. It feels like you're actually filtering out like a bad way of thinking, maybe a bad habit. Okay, now I'm actually thinking of coffee filters. And what's so funny is that like a month ago, you guys, I was actually using coffee filters to make watermelon juice because I don't have a juicer yet. And I was actually using the filter to catch the pulp. So it's something like this here. This is what's being admired about you. You may also be inspiring someone to eat healthy, drink healthy. Put the drinks down, okay? Put the sugar down. This is, oh my gosh, y'all, we got the Knight of Cups. So already it's giving water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, 2 of Wands, 3 of Swords. Y'all. Okay, the way I'm seeing this, the 2 of Wands being in the middle, right? And in front of the 2 of Wands, there is the Knight of Cups. And in back of the 2 of Wands is the 3 of Swords. It literally shows a gentleman looking forward. And right now, it looks like he's looking at this Knight of Cups. And he's putting the 3 of Swords behind him. So some of you, it's either you in this energy or you're inspiring someone else to basically believe in love again or believe in kind people. Okay, what's being admired is that you're coming in and you're just saying all the right things. All right, it's not because you're trying to feed someone BS. It's the fact that you are the right thing. You are the right person. You are a good, kind person. Okay, this doesn't even have to be romantic. This could be a friend. All right, this could be a supporter. All right, a client. All right, this is what's being admired. You're coming in as one of these positions, and it's keeping someone afloat. It's making someone believe again. It's making someone, want to keep showing up, want to keep pushing through, moving on. All right, filtering out the bad, filtering out the toxicity. This is what I'm getting. Something about coffee filters. So some people could also admire your love for coffee, or this could be, sorry y'all, the window is cracked. My goodness. This could be coffee or just the fact that you're like caffeine on a Friday. All right, not a Monday, a Friday. All right, it's like, hold on, I want to enjoy myself. I want to stay up and actually enjoy this. Not the fact that, oh, I don't want to do this, so let me take some coffee to wake me up. That's what this is giving you. You're kind of changing and rewriting someone's outlook on life, on love, all right, as well, on friendships, on connecting with people. All right, I'm getting this message too. We're getting older. Time's flying. All right, we too grown for that. Yeah. So what's being admired about you is the fact that you're coming in with a highly intelligent energy, emotionally aware, emotionally in tuned. Okay, that's what this is giving. the Knight of Cups. This is also giving movement. So people could also be admiring how you are moving in life. All right. The Two of Wands, you're like heavy on planning. All right. You're trying to get your life together, or you have been getting your life together. The Two of Wands, you could also come off as very organized. Like you like to plan ahead. You like to stay focused. Or if you know that you tend to lose focus doing this, you may stay away from activities that could distract you. This is what's being admired about you. It's the awareness that you hold. All right. Nobody's perfect, but I feel like you're coming up as a big like light to someone right now. All right. The Three of Swords, there's a lot of healing taking place. It's giving taking the swords out of the heart, being able to lay these swords to rest. Yeah. I feel like this is someone realizing that they don't have to be sad all the time. Their pain does not have to define them, all right? It can be a muse to heal, all right? Yeah, that's what this is giving. It's almost like you are making someone want to live again, see the light again, walk in the path of light, walk in the path of healing, sit down and enjoy themselves, all right? Have something to look forward to. This is what's being admired about you. You may also be someone that likes to plan and involve everyone. All right. It's giving, let's try this out. Let's do this. Let's go here. This is what's being admired about you. You just seem to include everyone, or you want people to feel included. You don't want people feeling like the third wheel. All right. So say, for example, you are in a connection and you have a good friend and, they want to tag along, bro want to tag along, sis want to tag along. You may even try to go out your way to find a partner for them, a date for them, so that they're not third wheeling, or so that they don't feel like they're third wheeling. This could also be, all right, let's just go, us two, just the two of us. That's what this is giving. This is what's being admired. You're not afraid to put your life on pause for other people. You're not afraid to put your life on pause to live as well. So this is giving work-life balance. This is giving being open-minded. This is what's being admired about you. The Three of Swords. It feels like you may even be the one stepping into this, looking forward to something new, being open to something new, realizing that, wait, this is new. This is different. All right. What's being admired about you is that you could also be putting down a wall, putting down this expectation, or putting down this guideline, like, oh, it has to be this way. It has to be this way. I always envisioned it being this way. This is what's being admired about you. You're realizing that those guidelines or rules were made based off of this pain, all right? Based off of what an ex-friend did to you or ex-partner did to you, all right? So in a way, you may actually be mirroring what it's like to heal from past pain, past hurt, all right? And how your life can turn around, all right? This could even be the fact that you are presently walking this path while still healing, all right? You are still this ball of light, even though you also endure things that are dark, all right? It's really giving 2 in 1, pile 1. Yeah, I hope this is making sense, but it's giving either you're making someone or you are that someone that walks a path of freedom, literally. And I'm not talking about like jail freedom. No. I'm talking about the way you live your life, the way you have freed or are freeing yourself from this expectation of what you have to be, or the way things have to be perfectly aligned, all right? Or everything has to match. This is what's being admired about you. You may even be the one breaking out of this habit. If not, you're inspiring someone to break out of this. Yeah, I love this. The 2 in 1 combo. That's what this is giving. This is what's being admired. Some of you guys, you may actually be putting someone on to like a good meal or maybe a combo. Yeah. So we're going to jump to part 2 of your reading. So if this is resonating with you, come on over to Patreon or YouTube membership to finish the rest. All right. So if you chose pile 2, this is your reading pile 2. So let's see what is secretly being admired about you. All right. Do keep in mind that this reading will have 2 parts to it. The first part is the part they're listening to now. And then the second part will be available on Patreon or YouTube membership. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands, but it's in reverse. The Star upright, Emperor upright, the Death card upright. Y'all, that's 3 major arcanas. Wow. What's being admired about you? It could be a fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could be a fire sign. A Scorpio, Aquarius, or Aries. I did say fire sign. What's being admired about you could be how you're doing something differently. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, it's giving, I'm not cheating my way through life, through the system. This energy is giving, I decided to put something down so that I can pick something else up. What's being admired is that you're trying something new. You did something new. Yeah, this could also be you changed. Like you changed from a whole completely different person, a different way of being, all right? And you're living a whole new and higher version of yourself. That's a huge jump. The Star, the Emperor, and the Death after the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is giving you had to be, I don't even know how to put this. You had to put some things down. Maybe you were also at your lowest, but it was in that lowest point in your life that you were able to build something ground up. All right. And it feels like this is what's being admired about you, how you picked yourself up. You're the one that's picking yourself up. You're the one carrying yourself out of these periods of darkness, of sadness, of blues. Yeah. And it may sometimes be subtle. It may be sometimes. But the Star card is still very transformational. To the point where other people may even be looking at you, looking up to you, curious about you. This is what's being admired. You're holding yourself in a new light. You're being seen in a new light as well. Yeah, the Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like this could also be, you didn't give up on something. Maybe it took some time. Maybe it took a lot of times, a couple retakes. I can see that with the Ace of Wands in reverse. It's giving, I have this idea, but I don't know about it. Or I have another idea, I don't know though. That's what this is giving. So you may have had moments where you procrastinated. But what's being admired about you is that you got out of that. You pulled yourself out of that. You just went forward. You decided, you know what? I'm going to try this. I'm going to see where this goes. All right. I'm not really experienced in this, but hey, let's just see, In order to get experience, I have to experiment, right? So some of you guys, what's being admired about you is that you could also be a first-time parent. You're acing it. You're acing it. Okay? There's something natural about you. Like you have these natural instincts. You have this natural knowing. All right? This is what's being admired about you. Your position, you may definitely hold a high position. The Star, the Emperor, yeah, it's giving boss. It's giving pending boss. It's giving people could see you as a future boss. Star, all right, celebrity, someone of guidance, a coach. This is what's being admired about you. You're like the teacher that everyone loves, the teacher that everyone looks forward to listening to. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Anything else? Just feels like you were able to remove those blockages. Some of you guys, you could self-heal. Yeah, I can see that with the Star. All right, let's see. Part 2. What is secretly being admired? This can even be your ability to connect to higher power. All right. So some of you guys, you may have gifts where you can connect intuitively, spiritually. Yeah. The Death card is given mediumship, temperance. Oh my gosh. And temperance is an angel. So yeah, this is what's being admired. The fact that you can connect to angels, spirits, deities. You can channel the Ace of Cups, the Temperance. Why do I feel like what's being admired about you is that you're the right person in a high position. You're the right person in a high position. I'm sure we all can agree that we at least encountered at least one person that they were in the wrong position with that kind of attitude, with that type of control. All right. It's giving abusing power. All right. Say this is like law enforcement, cops that abuse their power, or bosses that like to micromanage. Okay. That's something that I personally went through. But then they act all innocent when the general manager comes in. This is what's being admired. You're that supervisor. You're that boss. You're that teacher. You're that coach. That right person in the right position. The right person being given the authority. The right person being licensed to protect, to carry. Okay, that's what this is giving. If this ain't no weapon, this is giving you're the right person to come to. You're the right person to ask for help, all right? To ask for advice, ask for knowledge, wisdom. This is what's being admired. You possess these beautiful gifts, okay? And it can actually be in physical form. You could be connected to a lot of networks, a lot of resources, all right? So talking to you, connecting to you can actually be big opportunities for people. This is what's being admired about you. But it's not like scam, all right? It's not no BS. Like, no, this is legitimately real, okay, and good and kind. Like, we don't scam people out of their money. And say, you're hiring people for a day, for a night, or I don't know, for a month to help you with whatever, to teach your child this, all right, to babysit your dog, babysit your baby, okay? It's making me think of the live-in nannies. So some people, could be traveling across the world. They're like, oh my gosh, I never, been here before. I'll be living in someone else's house. But Pile 2's house is very welcoming. You're going to have your own room. You have your own space. You don't have to worry about anything. And then when they get there, they're like, oh, they're really serious. Like, this is really a kind person. This is really a genuine atmosphere. Like, I can see myself loving this. This is what's being admired about you. You may also have the luxury of doing something that you love to do. Yeah, and this is what's being admired about you. So we're going to jump to part 2 of your reading. If this is resonating with you, Pile 2, come on over to Patreon or YouTube membership to finish the rest. All right, so if you chose Pile 3, this is your reading, Pile 3. So let's see, what is secretly being admired about you? All right, do keep in mind that this reading will have 2 parts to it. The first part is the part that you're listening to now. And then the second part will be available on Patreon or YouTube membership. Okay, so let's see, what is secretly being admired about Pile 3? Page of Wands, 5 of Cups, and the Empress. What is secretly being admired? Page of Wands, 5 of Cups. Some of you could have quoted something from a movie. You could have even, I don't know, went into character. It's making me think of changing your voice as well. It's giving a little bit of fantasy. Someone may also be admiring how you can kind of get them out of their head. The 5 of Cups. Maybe their feelings as well. The Page of Wands, the 5 of Cups. Maybe they were upset, or this can even be you when you find yourself upset over something that you know is not really worth your time and energy. You may tend to get yourself out of it quickly, all right? But the fact that you do either speak up about this or do experience this, it just shows the human in you. And I feel like someone may be secretly admiring how you're just like them, or you're like this beautiful human being to someone with the Empress card. It's given, well, we all have our days, we all have our moments. We can't really be too upset at ourselves. Sometimes we have this human nature. So, I don't know, something like this here. Maybe you even caught yourself crying and you're like, oh, why am I crying? And you're like, oh, it's only human. It's only human to cry over this. Or maybe someone else was having this moment and you're like, it's okay. Maybe you wipe their tears. This is what's being admired about you. You showed up as someone genuine. You showed up as a supporter in someone's life recently. The Page of Wands. It could be a Cancer, a Leo, a Virgo, a Taurus, a Libra, a Scorpio. I've been picking up on Scorpio energy, like all 3 piles. And I know, after Libra season, it's Scorpio season. So, Scorpio season could definitely be relevant for some of you guys. Let's see. What is secretly being admired about pile 3? Y'all, the Devil and the 9 of Swords. And then the 2 of Cups is in the back of the deck. I'm taking it. I cannot make it up. I can't. So it's either you done showed up for someone, you showed up as a rock, or you were open to someone being a rock for you. Maybe it's a vice versa thing. I feel like someone is secretly admiring how, y'all both reciprocate. Y'all both give, all right, and receive. All right, that's what this is giving. Maybe this can even be, intimate. All right, it's giving like, I care about you too, are you having fun? Like, this is what this is giving. Like, you could be also wanting your partner to be enjoying themselves and getting the most of the experience just as much as you. The Page of Wands. I'm feeling drawn to this Page of Wands. I can't help but to get like this child energy from it, even though the Five of Cups, the Empress. Some of you guys, people could be admiring how you don't look at them differently because of a child. You may also be seeing them, recognizing something in them that maybe no one else has. Like, for example, with this Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, the Devil, that's like heavy energy. But the Page of Wands, the Empress, and the Two of Cups is giving someone could be trying to actually change their life around, even their child's life around. All right, it's making me also think of giving your children a different life than you had. So what's being admired is that you could be following that motto. All right, now, if you don't have children, this could be towards other people around you. Okay, whether this is a partner, someone you're talking to, a relative, you could be helping them along the way. All right, you're helping them in some sort of way. Yeah, this could also be making them feel seen. This is what's secretly being admired, how you're making someone feel seen for what they're doing, the extent that they're going to change their life around. All right, the extent that they're going to change their baby's life around so that they can have more, so that they can have better. This is what's being admired about you. Yeah, some of you guys, you may have housed someone who was not related to you, or maybe you have been taking care of a child that's not yours, like biologically. Okay, take it how it fits. It could even represent teen pregnancy. So it feels like you're showing up for someone, or you're not shaming someone for this. Take it how it fits, because it can go many ways. I'm honestly picking up on many different things. The Two of Cups is being clear as day. Hold on. I see you. I see you, what you're doing, okay? You should be proud of yourself. Or here, let me take the baby, go take a nap. All right? Did you do your homework? All right, do you need to go to work? All right, what time do you have to go to work? This is what's being admired about you, how you're being able to help someone. Some of you guys, maybe you're the one doing this. Like, you could be a young parent. Maybe this is your first time becoming a parent. And it's giving, hold on, I don't really have much help from the father or from the mother. Take it how it fits, because it can go any way. It doesn't have to do with the child's father or child's mother. It can have to do with maybe not having all the resources that you would like or that you need. So you could be working, you could be doing what you have to do, calling to get help in some sort of way. Yeah. It really just feels like you are doing something with your life. And maybe at one point you were going to give up, like, I don't know, I don't care. Or you were just going to, I don't know, put the phone down, something like this here. Because this Five of Cups makes me feel like at one point you were thinking about just giving up. Like, I don't even know if I want this. I don't even know if I can do this. Doubting yourself. But then you believed in yourself once again. This is what's being admired about you. You decided to get up and do it. All right. You decided to get up and keep going. All right. Yeah. If this is not a child, you guys, this could even be just taking care of yourself without having the proper guidance, without having the proper parents. And it's giving like, hey, it's only human for us to be upset that we did not have the parents that we wanted or the parents that we deserved, right? So people could be admiring how you're basically a mom and dad to yourself, or, you give off a good mom, good dad, even though you don't have children, okay? Say you do have children. It feels like you're trying to give your child a life that you did not have. This is what's being admired about you. You're turning things around so that they can have better, all right? You're working so that you can have more, all right? You're showing up in a way that is helping yourself, even in the midst of emotional pain, all right? The Five of Cups, there's definitely something that you may be still upset, or you from time to time visit and you're like, oh, this is kind of sad. This is a bummer, I wish things were not like this. So again, that goes back to it's only human of you to think this way. It's only human of you to feel this way. You're not crazy for feeling this way. It may honestly be the other way if you weren't feeling this way. Yeah. And you may have also showed up for someone in this way. All right? Like, don't be upset. It's okay. Wiping someone's tears. All right? I love this. So we're going to jump to part 2 of your reading. If this is resonating with you, pile 3, come on over to Patreon or YouTube membership to finish the rest.